Hey, this is Taylor with Axis Vehicles. We're back with another walk around of our most recent build. Pretty big one. Lots of extra parts on this. As you can see, it looks a little taller. It's got a little bigger tires, and they checked all the boxes when building this. This is an amazing family out of Bend, Oregon. Really active in the outdoors as well as huge car fanatics. And so this was their next project, and it's going to get used pretty heavy. So we're going to do a full walk around on this. I'll give you the overview of what the base van was, and then we'll talk about the exterior accessories. We'll then move on to the massive amount of suspension upgrades we did on this. It's got a total of a 4-inch lift, and then we'll poke inside, and there's a lot going on the inside as well. It's a Revolver build with some extra seating and all the trimmings. So to start off, it's a 2024 Ford Transit EcoBoost all-wheel drive, 148-inch wheelbase. The Q lift is installed, and that's a lift that drops the drive line and most of the drive train down about 2 inches. We then added a full van compass 2.5-inch lift on top of that. Talk about the exteriors before we jump into the suspension. It's a full window van, so we've got full windows going all the way around. These are from AMA Auto. They've got the big slider on both sides. One thing we did on the back, which is a little different, is we use these windows here, which have openers with little screens. Really cool. So you get a little extra ventilation in the back. All right, back to the side. Tires are bigger than we usually do. It's about the biggest you can put on a Ford Transit. It's a 265/75 16-inch steel wheel, powder-coated satin black, and then we Raptor lined the center hubcaps to reduce chipping. Of course, Go Fast sticker from Axis Vehicles. You can look at some of the parts underneath, which we will get to here in a second. All of these Ford Transit that we spec come with the factory swivel seats, the HID lights, the extended fuel tank, the fog lamps. And again, this is not a trail. And so if you're in the market for a big off-roady van and you want a Ford Transit, we'll steer you away from the trail if possible. We can do a lot of really good suspension upgrades, aftermarket and cheaper, which will get you a more capable, better riding vehicle. So if you got any questions, reach out and we'll walk you through all the options. Up front, we got a van compass winch with their Nerf bar, Warn VR winch. We have got some brackets up here for some lights. There is a Vision X 12-inch combo light that is back ordered, and we don't know when it's going to show up, but that's going to be tucked right underneath here. Nice and neat for some massive amount of lights. Got a receiver hitch upgrade as well on the van compass bumper. You've got your tow points. If you guys know Transits, you know that when they come from the factory, there's no great place to hook to if you need a little tow point, a little recovery point. And so Van Compass has come through with those great tow points. All right, walking around to this side. Again, 265/75 BF Goodrich all-terrains. AMA windows. Rigid scene light. They did the scene lights on all three sides. So we have one on the passenger side, one on the driver's side, and then on the rear, we'll show you in a second. Exhaust for the heater. Gray water collection point. 110 volt and additional portable solar hookup. Moving around to the back. We've got flatline setup. This flatline Vanco setup right here is their combo spare tire carrier with ladder. Nice and sleek, really well built. We have their platform rack on this side here with a slope ski box. So Slope Designs, I believe they're out of Utah, made this massive ski box. So you can fit all sorts of stuff in there. Going up to the top, lots of solar. All right, So we've got 400 watts of solar from Zamp, a max air fan 7500K, and the pneumatic cooling 12 volt AC. As well as, what you can't see on this side, is the Fiamma 11.5 foot awning. Now I'll walk around and show you a little tip about the awnings with transits. So the awnings, if you get their 10-foot one, it stops. See if I can adjust this for you. There you go. It stops right where the roof rack starts or ends on the front where the fairing is. So this area in between doesn't get covered. With the longer Fiamma 350 awning, it lines up right here and covers the sliding door completely. So when the awning's deployed, you have full coverage of the sliding door being opened. The disadvantage is that it hangs out a little bit over there, so you got to be careful on trees and overhanging things, but for the most part, a great option. All right, one thing I missed on the back is our rear loading lights. 2 rigid rear loading lights that we mount right where the third light housing is. There's one there and one there with a switch on the inside. It gives you a ton of light for loading this rear area. All right, that about calls it quits for the accessories on the outside. Now we're going to dive into the suspension mods. So with the amount of off-road use and abuse this van's going to see, the customers were looking for something a little different. The Quigley Q-Lift is a great start. That drops the drive line down. So your front axles, where the CV joints are, which is all the way under here, stay nice and slack. So once that CV joint gets any steeper than that, you have binding issues. On top of that, we added the Van Compass Topo Lift, which adds springs front and rear. And then we added the Bilstein B6 strut, and then the Van Compass adjustable lower control arms, which you can see right there. So on top of the Q-Lift, which gives us 2 inches of lift, 2 to 2.5, we also added the Van Compass Topo Lift with the 1-inch front springs in blue, Bilstein B6 struts in yellow in the front, and that's giving us a nominal lift height of about 4 inches. And then in the rear, we did the Falcon dampening adjustable shocks in the rear, full Van Compass leaf pack, which gets us close to about 5 inches of overall lift in the rear. Now, these guys have a bunch of kids, a bunch of gear. The leaf pack and the rear shocks are dampening adjustable and ride height adjustable. Van Compass calls them their Omni leaf pack. And so once a little more braking happens, they'll adjust it and things will settle out and the van will ride a little bit more even and not be so raked in the rear. Either way, amazing stance, gorgeous van. One of the coolest transits we've built. Oh, up top, I forgot to mention, all that gear strapped to the roof rack. It's a Flatline Van Low Pro roof rack. We use those a lot, and it's really, really tight to the van body, super easy to assemble, lightweight, lots of spots to be able to mount things like solar panels and awnings. Okay, a couple other under the van bits. We did Van Compass's shock relocation for the rear shocks, a rear diff skid, and now for the interior. Revolver layout and some bits and pieces on top of that. So we have a solo seat right here. Wanting something easy to be able to access, still access the cabin and have it fully usable to the galley. Still be able to sleep, folks, on this broad arrow seat, which folds down into a full, as well as the upper bunk and this seat. You can seat and sleep 6 people. Both this broad arrow seat and this broad arrow seat fold out to beds, and I will demonstrate that in a little bit. Swivel seats are factory from Ford. Highly recommended. These seats are super comfy. The Revolver layout in full bamboo. We use a monocoat, zero VOC stain for all of the woodwork. We have 2 lagoon tables. One mounts here, and another mounts in the back underneath the platform bed. I'll show you that in a second. And 2 mounts. One right here. So these folks here can mount their lagoon table here and have a table as well as right here for these 2 folks. Got an Indel B65 fridge. Van Made Gear window coverings for all the windows, including the rear windows for the window van. They're insulated. All right, moving inside the cabinet, Southco locking hinges or latches, 5 gallons of water per tank. So there's 2 tanks here and they have another one built up. Full extension, soft close Blum hinges, dovetail drawers, upper cabinets with cubbies on all 4. Bamboo ceiling, nomadic AC system, our lunacy lights, additional L-track. These are called Aspen loft lockers. These are little brackets that allow you to hang a Patagonia black hole duffel. Really, really cool little gadget. Super affordable for additional overhead storage. 3 of these, and then another one underneath the upper bunks. The upper bunks have Rome rest cushions that are multi-density foam. Our pantry. And 2 are electrical. So we did a lot with this van for electrical. It has 2 270 amp hour Battleborn heated batteries. It has a 2000 watt Red Arc inverter. It has the new Red Arc Alpha Manager 100, which allows charging at 100 amps an hour. It has the S-Bar Rixon's B4 petrol heater, which is plumbed directly into the fuel tank. Heater port is down here. We've got our 110 outlets, our inverter controls, our Blue Sea hardware breaker panel, our carbon monoxide and propane gas detectors, 12 volt charging here, as well as on the front of the cabinet. Side storage here. In the back, on the doors, you'll see these Van Essentials pockets, and I'll swing around to the back so you guys can see exactly what they look like. They are pretty awesome. Such a great spot for additional storage. And let's head back there right now. All right. So, Back of the van. Slope Designs rear ski locker. Our additional storage for the second lagoon table, and then additional L-track storage for the Aspen loft locker. Our rear corner cabinet, L-track. Here's our switch for the lights. Sorry, I got this new gimbal. It's causing me some problems. All right, going inside. Stuffed with electrical. All marine grade. Shut-off switch. Not much to see in there, but it's pretty dark. And then all of our electrical. All marine grade. Everything is heat shrunk, crimped, torqued. Cargo light. Onto the rear doors. Van Essentials storage bags are awesome. So a great spot for some extra storage, little cubbies and little nooks to hang stuff. And then up top as well. And then the same on this side. And then of course we have our Van Made Gear custom covers for the rear windows. And that's about it for this van. Such an awesome van. I would say probably one of our favorites to date. It drives incredibly well. The overall weight is a big thing with a lot of van builds. We have always focused on building ours as light as possible. This van, weighed as it sits right now, with one person in the driver's seat and a full tank of gas, comes in at 8,200 pounds. So we still have an additional 1,200 pounds for payload, and that's just with the stock suspension. However, with the custom suspension, we could probably add another 1,500 or even a full ton of additional payload. So it handles great. It looks awesome. Definitely the biggest transit we've built. Combination of the Q-Lift and the Van Compass kit really make this an amazingly capable vehicle, but also drives just amazing on the road. So if you guys got any questions on this build or any others, give us a shout. This is Taylor with Axis Vehicles. Thanks for stopping by. We'll talk to you soon.